The next category of awards is Research, Science, Technology and Academia. It's sponsored by the Foundation for Research, Science and Technology.
We're delighted to support the World Class New Zealand Awards. This is a great forum for our most innovative thinkers, energetic entrepreneurial minds and business leaders to come together and celebrate New Zealand's success on the world stage. Supporting the research, science, technology and academia category fits well with us. The Foundation invests close to $500 million a year in R&D on behalf of the New Zealand Government. We fund R&D both in research organisations and companies. Wherever it's carried out, we want to see our investments deliver greater prosperity, security and opportunities for all New Zealanders. We want to see a vibrant New Zealand that encourages people with high growth aspirations to realise their dreams. These World Class New Zealand Awards help foster this aspiration, and it's great to see so many of the innovative people we work with here tonight.
Murray Bain from the Foundation will be presenting tonight's award. And our winner is a leading computer science professor whose work has helped establish New Zealand as an international leader in the provision of digital library software. The Greenstone digital library software, which he helped develop, organises information for the internet or packs vast amounts of data onto special CD-ROMs. The software is used by the BBC, New York Botanical Gardens and by UNESCO in more than 60 countries to collate information for disaster relief operations, to combat AIDS and for economic development. In New Zealand, Greenstone's collaboration with the Alexander Turnbull Library has produced a huge collection of online Māori documents used by Māori for legal and linguistic research. Our winner also helped to develop the landmark Weka system for analysing and establishing relationships from large data sets using an ordinary computer. He's a well-respected author with many published papers and books, including How to Build a Digital Library, Data Mining and Web Dragons, and Managing Gigabytes, regarded as the definitive textbook on data compression and information retrieval. Murray, will you please tell us the name of the winner?
I'm delighted, on behalf of the Foundation for Research, Science and Technology, to present the Research, Science, Technology and Academia 2010 World Class New Zealand Award to Professor Ian Witten.
Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou. Before I get any further, and my accent gives me away, perhaps I'm too late already, I got to fess up here, and unlike most of you here, I was not lucky enough to be born in this country. Before I could live here, I had to find it first, which is not easy for a boy from a small, remote corner of the Northern Hemisphere. Anyway, I got here. And it's proved, a little bit surprisingly perhaps, to be a wonderful basis for an international research career. It's been so good for my career to have moved here. I came here about 20 years ago from Calgary in Western Canada. I had to drag along my wife and kids. They weren't very keen. My wife and one of my daughters is here tonight. I'd like to thank them for sticking it out. It was kind of easy for me and not so easy for them. And I'm a little bit worried that it's not going to be easy now for Pam, my wife, to live with a certified tall poppy. Can you imagine? What's that going to be like? Anyway, so thank you very much, Pam and Nikki. I came to Waikato University, and I've been there ever since. And again, it was a wonderful decision. It's been a fabulous sort of environment for me to develop in the ways that I wanted to develop. And I'd like to pay tribute to all of the people there who have helped me on my way. particularly the present Vice-Chancellor, who's here tonight, Roy, who actually incidentally followed me across from the Emerald Isle to live in New Zealand himself. And I'd particularly like to acknowledge my long-time department head and dean, Mark Apperley, who has been a rock throughout my time here. My research has been generously funded by the Foundation for Research, Science and Technology and the Marsden Fund. It's pretty amazing, really. Not only did they fund the research that enables me to stand here today, but they're funding this award, and I hear they're even buying my dinner tonight. So really, thanks, guys. It should really be the other way around. Anyway, so the kind of work that I do is largely philanthropic in nature, actually. We have this a number of pieces of research software, including some digital library software that's used throughout the world, and in particular throughout the developing world in countries from Afghanistan, Armenia, Australia, oh no, sorry, not Australia, Vietnam, Venezuela, Zimbabwe, places like that. And this, the aim of this software is to empower people to create their own information collections. It's about empowerment rather than gifting. And it's done very well. And one reason we've done very well is we've had huge support from UNESCO in Paris, who we kind of partnered with about 10 or 11 years ago. They've been great. And we've had a lot of international funding for this kind of outreach part of our research from the US foundations like the Mellon Foundation and the Koha Foundation in New York, which actually belongs to two people who are in this room tonight. They know who they are. Thank you very much. Koha has funded work in Southern Africa, in Zimbabwe and Malawi and Namibia and Lesotho and Tanzania, places like that. But the brains behind this software belong to my graduate students, research staff and colleagues on the project. It's certainly not me who writes this stuff. It's great being a professor. Your students do all your work for you. It's just absolutely fantastic. And they're brilliant. They're absolutely brilliant. So I would like to declare that good Kiwi PhD students surpass expectations anywhere in the world. They can hold their heads up high in the most elite universities and research establishments. Many of them travel to conferences, get best paper awards at international conferences. These guys who are back in the lab right now working away, I hope. They're the real world-class New Zealanders. They're the next generation of world-class New Zealanders. And I take my hat off to them, and I thank them from the bottom of my heart.
And thanks to the Foundation for Research, Science and Technology for sponsoring that award. And congratulations again, Professor Ian Witten, winner of the 2010 World Class New Zealand Research, Science and Technology and Academia Award and most comprehensive thanking speech of the night.